Hello, everybody. Nice to see you again after the 2 intensive days of Wolf Summit. Today, I have a pleasure to talk to Włodzimierz Kuc from the National Center of Research and Development, who was actually participating in the event as well. Hello, Włodzimierz. How are you today?
Hello, everyone. Thank you. I'm fine. It's a beautiful weather today in Warsaw. I'm okay. Thank you.
Okay, so today we'll talk more about the National Center for Research and Development and the programs that you're offering to entrepreneurs. But maybe before, I give you the virtual microphone and let you take over this discussion, I would like to ask you, how did you enjoy the past 2 days of Wolf Summit so far? What are your first impressions?
Thank you for inviting us for this conference. I believe that this is a very good space for entrepreneurs, for young young entrepreneurs, for startups, to network, to get new connections, to see others' idea, to confront their point of view. We are with you, I believe, over the last few years participating, and my observation is that it's getting better and better. I congratulate that you managed to invite very good speakers, very prominent VC managers, very interesting startups. So I authentically enjoyed a couple of panels, discussions. It is a great input into our startup ecosystem. You've taken a very significant place, and I wish you will continue on that way to introduce this space for networking, for bringing the value, to invite policymakers, investors, startups, representatives of institutions like ours that have an input on innovation policy in Poland, that shape the ecosystem, providing financing to those that would like to implement their ideas, implement technology startups, technology projects.
Thank you. It's good to hear that you enjoyed the experience, and I believe it's very important that collaboration between event organizers, institutions, private companies, corporations, VCs, and startups to create this ecosystem together and to preserve the economy and push it further. So we're always really glad to work with organizations from many different areas and levels. That's why it was a pleasure to have you as a partner. And I also enjoyed the panels. I had an honor to announce them, but I managed to watch some of them. So yeah, I agree, it was very insightful. And for those of you who might have forgotten, today we also have one full day of matchmaking. So if any of you uses Wolf's Match, you can still book meetings together and meet investors, fellow startups, corporations and institutions. I highly recommend it, but after this interview. So now I think it's over to you, Włodzimierz, and maybe you could tell us more about the institution that you're representing and the programs that are ongoing.
Okay, so I represent the National Center for Research and Development. We are the governmental agency that is responsible for implementing in Poland the innovation policy. We are at the same time intermediary body, which means that we provide EU fund financing from operational program Smart Growth. We're proud to say that over the last more than 10 years of our activities, we have provided almost 60 billion Polish złotych to entrepreneurs and scientific units, scientists, allowing them to conduct technology projects, R&D projects, to develop their ideas. So at the moment, we announced a call within our Fast Track program. This is the flagship program of NCBR, flagship program because it is very elastic in terms of those financing threshold. You can access for financing between 250,000 euro to up to 50 million euros per project, with 20% of your own contribution. Also, we have developed the network of investment vehicles, the investment funds that invest in very early seed, pre-seed projects, approximately 50 funds that operate at the moment and will invest in years to come. We had, I believe, very significant input in the development of this startup ecosystem. Last year, if you look at the report, €500 million transactions. This is the value of transaction last year. 300 companies. The funds that received NCBR financing conducted 150 transactions. Those are very little. This is the first money, right? This is the pre-seed and seed stage of the projects. But this is where we are. This is where the risk is very high. And our mission is to reduce the risks of research and development projects conducted by entrepreneurs and scientists. So, but also we have created the ecosystem together with a PFR of VC funds that can invest in Series C, Series B round of financing. There are 6 funds announced last year and the year before with a higher ticket. They can invest even up to 15 million zlotys, so 15 million euro. So far, we have provided, we have invested 10 million euro in startups that receive their second round of financing. So we try to, as a NCBR, we try to also to address this financing gap, starting from the very early projects, very early stage projects, and developing this financial instruments where NCBR can also provide returnable capital. This is coherent with the EU policy to introduce blended financing, where the institution like ours will obviously will provide grants for R&D projects, but also will provide them those owners of the projects with the kind of an expertise, the business expertise. So we try to attract also professional managers. We try to attract investors from abroad. we developed the co-investment fund within our subsidiary company, the first co-investment fund in Poland. They have announced actually. The call for applicants for the venture capital funds that can co-invest. So I also encourage you to have a look of their offer, and I believe that this year also will be a very successful year when it comes to the round of the value of transaction, the number of transaction in Poland. From what I observe, we work very hard. Every day we have investment committees. We grant the financing for innovative projects. So I'm very hopeful that this year and next year we will keep this tendency of growth. We need to really to see where we are good at. We are good in artificial intelligence. We are good in machine learning. We need to enhance those areas. We need to attract investors that will invest in our talent. That is beyond the discussion, one of the best in Europe and in the world. As you well know, we are already number one in our stock exchange when it comes to gaming companies. And also as NCBR, we have provided financing for those companies. We had a program, gaming, that provided financing for those companies. I believe that it helped them to gain this competitive advantage and build a very professional product that is now very competitive. And this is thanks to the financing. This is thanks to the first of all, the talent that is present. So we need to strengthen those areas that we are good at. We are working in NCBR in building the AI hub that will provide this policy, the kind of a think tank. So yeah, I'm optimistic.
Okay, thank you. And from what I've heard, it's like a very complex structure, but everything is connected, and everything just goes together very well. You mentioned gaming. You mentioned AI. But what are the other preferred sectors that the NCBR is interested in helping or is willing to help, has capacity to support? Can you elaborate more on that?
Sure. Well, as I said, we really try to be quite comprehensive, multidisciplinary when it comes to the financing. There are national smart specializations that we operate within. This is the EU funding we need to provide financing through some indicators. So we have what we can name the industry. So we have the smart indicators, and those funds that we support, they are very multidisciplinary. Of course, we can observe some traction. It's ICT, it's energy sector. We observe that there is a policy to support the energy transition. And as you well know, there is a financing available. It will be available from the next EU budget, next EU perspective. This will be a very particular accent on climate change, on this energy transition. So I observe that these companies that operate within this sector, they will play a very relevant role. Also, within our very specific program, pre-commercial procurement, or also grant challenge. So this is a very specific form of financing when the NCBR creates what is the problem, and then we invite companies with their ideas how to solve that problem. And here also ideas related to public health. Due to this pandemic situation, it is very relevant. Public health, aging society. As I said, all the sectors are very welcomed, but within the grant challenge scheme, within the pre-commercial procurement, energy transition will be very important. Aging society, public health. Those are the areas, but all the projects that are based on artificial intelligence are very welcomed. I believe that this is a global competition, and we are already behind. And I really believe that Poland, with its talent, can become a leader in this AI competence. So all the projects that you can imagine, I mean, all the branches, but there are utilize this technology, they will be competitive because you can scale them very fast. For example, Poland is very strong in the furniture sector. Yesterday, there was a news, actually 2 days ago, that company called Tilco, AI-based company that is one of the portfolio companies of TDJ Pitango Fund. This is the fund where NCBR is a LP, limited partner. We are an investor, so we are happy to see that company Tilco that we invested 2 years ago together with TDJ Pitango yesterday announced 22 million euro C round of financing. So if you look at their potential and their growth, profit, they are becoming global company, entering already other markets because they are based on AI. So this is the example, right? I can name, okay, energy, gaming, but look, furniture. And we observe there are a few other examples than this company, Tilco, from that sector, from furniture sector, that develop very innovative projects, receiving financing, for example, from that fast track program. There are a few nice, interesting, very innovative companies.
Yeah, that's really interesting. And yeah, like the first association with a furniture company is like super far away from AI. But if you start using technology in other sectors, then you can truly scale. So it's great that NCBR is supporting that growth. And yeah, thank you very much for telling us more about the project. If anybody here has any questions now or later, please tag Włodzimierz or go straight to the website that is linked in the description. And I hope you found this talk insightful and interesting. And yeah, I hope it will help somebody.
Maybe the last remark, my impression is that we became really good in doing research projects. Really, we have a really very strong teams. We have a very good quality scientists, no doubt. I believe that we really need to build the competence of how to ensure growth of those companies, right? Development. So we are the National Center of Research and Development. Of course, you can say the research works and development works, experimental development, but I understand the development, it's also a growth. So we need to build this competence, how to accelerate, how to help them to enter the market, because this is, this is the part where the not science but the art comes into play. So we need to really build the competence how to enter the market fast, how to build the business model that is easy adaptable to other markets. This is the our lesson that we need to learn, how to help those amazing ideas that we have, how to implement them, how to get them into the market, and how to help them grow.
Yeah,
thank you.
I agree.
That's all on my side.
There are so many great ideas out there, and sometimes even more than funding, they just need some guidance on like how to enter the market. Yeah, exactly. So it's great that you have some interdisciplinary teams who can support with that. Okay, exactly. So thank you very much. And as I said before to all of you who are watching us now or will watch us later, you can ask any questions in the comment section, but also you can go straight to the NCBR website. It is linked in the description box, and you'll find all the information there and all the contact details. So I highly recommend it. After you finish networking today, just take your time, go through the website, and maybe NCBR is what you need to grow. So thank you once again, Włodzimierz. It was a pleasure to talk to you and to listen and learn more about the project itself. And yeah, I wish everybody a great day, happy networking, and let's keep in touch today because the event is still ongoing. As I said before, on Wolf's Match, you can still network. Share your impressions with us. We're really dying to find out how did you like the event. We've already got some really amazing feedback, so we're looking forward to hearing from you. And thank you once again. Have a great day.
Thank you. Have a great day.